Coming of the Kingdom Part 10 Session 13天国的来临第10部分第13讲 Page 476 476页 For Jesus has come to send fire on the earth Luke 12:49 following 耶稣来到地上是要把火丢在地上 He brings division, tension, separation even among the most intimate relationships 他在最亲密的人际关系中间都带来纷争的我们来读路加福音12章49节起我来要把火丢在地上倘若已经着起来不也是我所愿意的吗我有当受的喜还没有成就我是何等的迫切呢你们以为我来是叫地上太平吗我告诉你们不是乃是叫人纷争从今以后一家5个人将要纷争3个人和2个人相争2个人和3个人相争父亲和儿子相争儿子和父亲相争母亲和女儿相争女儿和母亲相争婆婆和媳妇相争媳妇和婆婆相争And this constitutes the character of the times as a time of judgment. 这个就是审判的时代的典型的性质。In accordance with the prophecy to which Jesus here refers, Micah 7:6, the announcement of God's coming. 就是根据耶稣在这里所指的旧约的预言。也就是说上帝要来的时候这方面的预言旧约弥迦书第7章第6节因为儿子藐视父亲女儿抗拒母亲媳妇抗拒婆婆人的仇敌就是自己家里的人 All this does not mean that After the Jewish fashion, Jesus gives indication for the calculation of the date of the great future. 可是这些都没有意味着，好像犹太人的做法，没有意味着耶稣在这里指出要计算未来末世的日子。But it does mean that, 可是这里的确有意味着 He has commanded us very emphatically to watch the approach of the great day.耶稣这里非常的清楚吩咐我们要警醒等候那伟大的日子的来到 And this is also the main purport of his great eschatological speech in Mark chapter 13这个也就是在马可福音第13章他的那个伟大的末世的教导的主旨 Page 477 section 47第477页本书的第47段 The eschatological speech of Mark 13马可福音第13章的末世论的教导 A. The authenticity of Mark 13 in parallel places 马可福音第13章还有平衡的经文它们的真实性就是是否真的是马可写的是不是真的耶稣说的意思The so-called signs appearing with Jesus' coming and those that are still to be expected. 那些耶稣将要再来显现的时候的那些记号，还有那些我们还在等候的记号 point to the character of the time as one of crisis, 就指出这段时期呢是危机的时代。There is a much more elaborate description of them in the apocalyptical picture of the future found in the great speech of Mark 13. 在马可福音耶稣的伟大的讲论的里面呢，就有更详细的描述，讲到将来那种的灾难性的一幅的景象。This speech is recorded in the Synoptic Gospels on the occasion of the disciples' admiration of the beauty of the temple. 这段的讲话呢在三福音福类福音里面的记载是 在耶稣的门徒们在欣赏圣殿的华美的那个场合，耶稣所说的 Jesus replies by saying that 耶稣的回答是，他这样说 There would not be left one stone upon another that would not be thrown down。 他说圣殿将没有一块石头在一块石头之上都毁了。 When they were later seated on the Mount of Olives where they had a view of the temple， 后来他们坐在橄榄山上，那里他们可以看到圣殿的。 His disciples, according to Mark, some of them privately, asked him when these things would be。 他的门徒们呢，根据马可福音是私下的问，他的门徒们问他这些事情会在什么时候发生 and what would be the sign when all these things should be fulfilled， 而这些事情都应验的时候有什么的兆头，有什么记号。 There is some difference in the account。 这段的记载呢，马可、马太、路加之间有一点点的不同。 Mark says， 马可这样说的 Tell us when shall these things be and what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled. Chapter 13 verse 4。 马可是这样说的，第13章第4节，请告诉我们什么时候有这些事呢？这一切事将成的时候有什么预兆呢？ In Luke 21:7， 那么在路加福音第21章第7节呢 This question is asked in almost the same words， 差不多用同样的字问这个问题的。 But Matthew has， 可是呢马太福音是这样说的， Matthew 24 verse 3， 马太福音24章第3节， Tell us when shall these things be and when shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world。 马太24章第3节，请告诉我们什么时候有这些事，你降临和世界的末了有什么预兆呢？ Mark's and Luke's versions suggest at once that the disciples looked upon the destruction of Jerusalem and the great eschatological event of the parousia of the Son of Man as contemporaneous。 马可和路加的记载这样暗示，门徒们认为耶路撒冷被毁，还有人子的显现，就是那个末世的世界末了的伟大的事件，这两件事是同时发生的。 Hence the inquiry after the sign， 因此他们问预兆 and the mention of all these things， 他们说这一切的事 and of being fulfilled， 这一切的事情将成和将成就。 Matthew expresses this explicitly， 马太福音是明文直说的。 The question about the sign， 他们问记号或者预兆这个问题 also implies that in their opinion the messianic parousia and its inauguration of the end of the world would be preceded by a period of great disasters in which even the temple will fall to ruin。 就暗示着根据门徒们他们的意见呢，弥赛亚的显现和世界末了的展开之前呢，会有一段大灾难的时期，在这段的时期呢，耶路撒冷的圣殿会毁掉的。 Jesus answers this question with an elaborate prophecy of the future。 耶稣怎么回答他们的问题呢？耶稣做了关于未来的一个很细的预言的讲说 in which he first describes the distress preceding the coming of the Son of Man and then the parousia proper。 在这段的讲说里面呢，耶稣先描述了人子再来之前一切的灾难或者困苦，然后耶稣提到人子再来这件事情本身。 Most critical scholars deny that this speech was made by Jesus。 大部分的圣经批判这种的学者呢，都不承认耶稣讲了这段话。 According to Ed Meyer， 根据 Ed Meyer E.D. M-E-Y-E-R， The whole of it has nothing to do with the historical Jesus。 整段话语根本跟历史上的耶稣没有关系。 Klosterman agrees with this judgment. 学者 Klosterman 呢也同意这种的看法。The speech is usually considered to be an adaptation of Judaistic apocalyptic material by the church. 这段的讲话呢，学者们一般都认为是后来教会调整了、修改了一些犹太教理的末世灾难性的一些文字。The chief arguments for the rejection of this speech, as one made by Jesus in a situation depicted in Mark 13, 1-3, are the following. 下面呢是学者们所提出的主要的论点，他们为什么不承认这段经文呢？就是好像马可福音13章1-3节形容的耶稣在那个时候讲的话。他们的理由有这些。First, 第一个理由 In verse 14, the readers are addressed. 在马可福音第13章第14节呢，马可就直接和读者讲话 which fact clearly points to the use of a written or apocalyptical source. 学者们认为这样子呢，就很明显的指出马可是用了一些已经成文的末世灾难性的一个的文件。Second, 第二个理由，学者们用的第二个理由 That which unfolds in the speech does not fit in with the situation described in verses 1-3. 耶稣讲话里面所展开的内容呢，与第1到第3节所描述的情况不符合。For here, there is mention of destruction of the temple. 因为呢，在这里提到圣殿毁灭 but the speech mentions as a sign of the end the sacrilege violation of the temple. 可是耶稣的讲话里面所提到的是对圣殿的亵渎，这个是末世一个的预兆。And finally, 最后第三 the speech is supposed to be incoherent and internally contradictory. 学者们认为耶稣讲这段话呢，有内部的不调和和矛盾。It discusses the questions of the time and the signs of the end in a way that is in conflict with verse 28, where it is asserted with great force that the end of the world is unknown. 因为呢，这段话里面讨论到时代的一些的课题和未来末世之前的预兆，讨论的方法呢与第28节不符合，因为第28节呢宣告，强烈的宣告，世界的末了是不能知道的，人不知道世界的末了什么时候会来。It mixes Jewish and Christian elements， 因此呢，他们认为这段经文呢，把犹太教的一些的因素和基督徒的一些因素混杂了。It's alternating use of the second and the third persons。这段经文呢，有的时候用第二身的说法，有的时候用第三身的说法。It's also considered to be evidence of its being composed of material derived from different origins。学者们也认为呢，这种的交替的说法呢，就是一些的证据。这段经文呢，是包含了一些从其他的来源抄过来的一些的资料。These arguments, however, are untenable。我们的作者回应，可是这些的论点是站不住脚的 and cannot be adduced to deny the factual contents of this speech to Jesus。不能用这些的论点加添上来否认这段经文里面的内容，里面所讲的事实是耶稣所讲的。好，下面呢就是我们的作者比较细的回应，有3大点。英文的原著呢用比较小的字体，也表示说呢这个是比较专门的一些的资料。第一方面 ，As to verse 14， 那么关于第14节，我们现在读一读马可福音第13章第14节。你们看见那行毁坏可憎的站在不当站的地方（括弧读这经的人需要会意）。那时在犹太的应当逃到山上。 第15节，在房上的不要下来，也不要进去拿家里的东西等等。This is an argument which is repeated again and again. 这里这个学者们的论点呢是多次重复使用的。我们的作者回应说 It is not at all necessary to explain the reading mentioned here, ho anagnosko no ito, as a remark made by the evangelist or by the author of the written Vorlage source used here. 我们完全不必去解释这个读者回忆那个会意，就是说读者的明白，完全不需要这样来解释，说这个提到作者这几个字呢，是福音书的作者所写下来的，或者甚至乎是那个所谓引用的来源那个文件的作者写的 rather than as the explicit indication given by Christ to pay attention to the prophecy of Daniel quoted here. 因为我们可以这样看吗？就是耶稣基督直接指出读者需要留意所引用的但以理的预言。It is true that Daniel is not explicitly mentioned. 没有错，耶稣或者马可没有直接的明文提到但以理。But it cannot be denied that 可是有一件事情不能否认的，就是 with an eye on Daniel's prophecy exclusively, Jesus is able to speak of the abomination of desolation without any further explanation. 因为当我们专注于但以理的预言的时候，耶稣就可以讲行毁灭可憎，而不需要进一步的解释的。This is why Matthew mentions Daniel by name. 因此呢，马太福音是直接指名道姓的指但以理的。And the exhortation there to pay attention to what one reads, that is in Daniel, can hardly without arbitrariness to be taken to refer to anything else than to Daniel's book. 因此，在马太福音的劝告说，读者要留意去读，当然在读但以理书就不可能是指其他的书，除非很随意的去解释这个不是指读者要会意但以理所说的。We shall have to understand Mark 13:14 in the same way. 因此我们也必须同样的来理解马可13章14节。And even if with other authors, one should think that it is the evangelist speaking here. 就算我们与其他的学者们同意说这里是马可在说话，读者会意。These few words could still be viewed as a signal to the reader to pay attention to these words of Jesus, so that it is not necessary to infer such conclusions from them as those mentioned above. 我们也可以这样看，这些话就是要读者们警醒，留意这些耶稣的话。所以呢，假如你是这样看的话，仍然不需要好像学者们这样子从这几个字推出一些的结论出来。As to the discrepancy which is supposed to exist between introduction and a speech proper, 第二个理由是关于这段话的引言和这段话本身之间，学者们认为有的所谓的矛盾或者嫌隙。We have already pointed out in the above, 我们在上文已经指出 that the question asked by the disciples in verse 3 is concerned not only with the devastation of the temple. 我们已经指出门徒们所问的问题第3节不仅仅是关于圣殿的毁灭 but also with the eschatological events of the end, 也是关于末世的时候那些的末世的事情。And although in the speech proper, 虽然在耶稣讲话的本身呢，the destruction of the temple is not again spoken of. 耶稣就没有再一次的提到圣殿被毁灭。It is certainly implicitly included. 但是原则上肯定是包含在这些末世的事情里面的。Especially after Mark 13, 14 and following. 特別是馬可福音13章14節等等之後。In the great catastrophic events of the end， 就是提到末了的大灾难的事件那段。There is therefore no reason to say that Jesus' speech is no answer to the question of the disciples。因此呢，学者们没有理由说耶稣所讲的话不是在回答门徒们所问的问题的。第三个理由 ，Things are not any different to our mind in the case of the objections raised against the factual contents of Jesus' speech。第三，学者们反对耶稣所讲的话里面那些的事实、那些的内容呢，他们反对的理由呢，根据我们的看法，同样的是没有什么理由的，没有什么根据的。Although we shall have to take into account the possibility that the evangelist has influenced the form in which it has been given to us。虽然我们需要考虑到有一个可能性，就是福音书的作者呢，影响到现在我们读的文字那个的形式。It is not possible to see how its contents can, on good grounds, be denied to Jesus。我们不可能有好的理由认为呢，这里的话语的内容呢，不是耶稣所讲的。好，我们下面呢继续讲这个学者们提出的第三个反对的理由。